each person is the power of the cosmos. When you really think about it, a life, each body is the cosmos. It is not some sort of sack of meat in an effort to try to get to know God or try to realize something, some ideal in the future. This body is the cosmos. Therefore, all the secrets of the cosmos are in us, as us. The secret of the universe is in you and it's in me. The secrets, the beauty, the intelligence, the intrinsic harmony that this body has with Mother Nature and on which it depends. Its context in which this body lives. It's already in place. And it is a beauty that is unspeakable, the natural world. Everything is utterly beautiful in the natural world. And guess what? You and me, we are of the natural world. We are the cosmos. Now, this is not some sort of spiritual statement. It's not a poem to try to make us feel better. It's a sober fact for every person listening to this to reflect on this fact that I just spoke. Each person is the power of the cosmos. Each person is unspeakable beauty. Each person is pure intelligence, how the body is functioning, what is life. Each person is in intrinsic harmony and dependence upon this vast cosmos. India
Great, Mark.
taught me that. My
Please.
teachers taught me that. And I bring it to you.
No, I just wanted to ask you to go back into your teenage years and your childhood, because you said something that really struck and caught my attention, is that you were missing something while going to the school in a Western civilization, while having a normal, standard way of life as a Western teenage boy. Were you different from other people around you? You felt different, or do you also had other peers from your age who also were missing something, or looking at things from a different perspective?
Yes,
when you, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is true. There was a very small demographic of people. These were the people who heard the music of the 60s, who heard this explosion of Black American music that had its roots in Black Africa. And it came into the United States. And this black music was heard by a white audience, by some extraordinary people like Elvis Presley. And then John Lennon saw Elvis Presley and said, I want to be like that. And there was this consciousness explosion, a pulse of beauty, of realness that we actually received from Africa. And it went onto white radio, and I was there in New Zealand, and I was like 15, 16, and I was born in the cusp of those years when we heard that consciousness explosion. And it was like, holy, praise the Lord. Beauty, rhythm, consciousness, movement, dance, celebration of life, but also acknowledging the suffering of life, the blues, the suffering from where it came, So I was in a small demographic of people who heard that, and it was very small. Somebody said, the explosion of British pop music. There was only 1,000 people living in London who were doing that. Only 1,000. One or two of us at my school, where that made an impact that required a response. It was more than just music. It was more than just a popular cultural phase. It was like a bomb going off in society. And we wanted to know about that. We wanted to know. We wanted to make that music, and we want to explore its roots. And my personal story is that the Beatles, the famous UK pop band, went off to India in their own personal research. They went to Rishikesh in India, and they met a teacher there by the name of Mahesh Yogi, and they had a personal interest in what this matter was. And then they weren't shy about sharing their personal interest to their public. What was special about them is that they remained ordinary people, very ordinary people, while they became super world famous. And there was something very appealing about that, of John Lennon writing later, "A working class hero is something to be." These were very powerful words. They leveled the hierarchy. Now, it's not leveled yet, but they made it clear that each person could celebrate, not just with music, but with an understanding. Each individual could celebrate their own life, their own wonder, their own reality, their own power of the cosmos that is arising as pure intelligence and unspeakable beauty in perfect harmony with the rest of the cosmos. Each person could go, whoa, it was no longer a ladder of climbing. There was a realization that nobody is above you and no one is below you. Nobody. And man is not above woman, and white is not above black, and all that nonsense that was in civilization. It all came tumbling down in popular culture, in the understanding of a few people, just a few, that there is no such thing as superiority and inferiority. There is only life happening as beauty, as reality itself, as each person. That's what was felt and realized. And then we discovered that yoga, as it was given through the wisdom traditions, was the means by which each person could embrace their own reality, the wonder of their own life. And that's what we found out.